How's it going, everybody? It's Ryan back here. We're gonna do another video. We are gonna make a fisherman's pie today. I got all the ingredients lined up. I'm gonna go over everything. This dish is about 3 different parts, so just bear with us. It seems like it might be a little bit involved, but it's not. It's basically 3 components. Everybody's had shepherd's pie before, which is a meat, mashed potato, some corn, a gravy, or whatever variation people want to put on it. This is just a fisherman's version. Instead of a shepherd's pie, it's a fisherman's pie. So let me give you the ingredients real quick. We're using cod, so you can use fresh cod, you can use frozen cod. Stuff from Sam's Club is good. You can just chop up some fresh stuff like we did. I like the thicker pieces, so it's just a nicer fish, but there's some good quality frozen cod that you can get at like I said, Sam's Club or other places, so specialty supermarkets. So we're using 6 pieces. It's just the 2 of us, but this is actually a recipe for about 4 people or 2 hungry people like me and Kathy. We can eat leftovers tomorrow. And the idea is to fit the baking tray. So we're using like a baking dish or a brownie tray, whatever you want to call it, and I just wanted to use enough to cover the bottom. So that's the idea there. That's why we're using 6. Okay, so we're going to be wilting this spinach down. That's one of the ingredients. It's going to be the baked cod, a wilted spinach, and then a mashed potato. The ingredients are spinach, lemon, like maybe a quarter or a half just to squeeze, a couple cloves when we make a cream sauce, salt, pepper, butter, flour for when we make the roux. This was 4 potatoes. It looks like a lot, but it was just, they're pretty big potatoes. 4 potatoes cubed up for the mashed potatoes. And then milk. We're using whole milk. You can use any kind of milk you want. We're using whole milk. This is going to be for the cream. We're going to use about half of it for the mashed potatoes, and then the other half for when we're making our roux and our cream sauce. So that's everything, and then parsley just for garnish at the end. So, and we already made our candied carrots, so you can see that video. We're gonna upload that also. So that's gonna be like the accompaniment, the side dish for this. So we're gonna just jump right in. We got our pot boiling over here, so we want to just boil these until they're tender. And I didn't want to splash them right in there and just burn myself on the video, so we're gonna be a little bit careful. So, we okay, honey?
Yep.
Oh, we lost one. Man down. So basically, just make mashed potatoes how you want to. And
The
you know,
spinach is thick.
you shouldn't have eaten a piece of raw spinach, goofball. Okay. So this pan is already heated up. So yeah, that's potatoes boiling for mashed potatoes. This is
What the heck?
yell at me. All right, so we're gonna just do. You just want a little bit of butter, and just to get this spinach going, and then you're going to just stir this profusely for a couple minutes. We're gonna add some salt and pepper right away to it. I know on a lot of my videos you guys see me when I'm doing vegetables, I'll add the salt and pepper at the very end so as to not draw out the moisture too soon. In this case, it's okay to draw it out quick because we're wanting to cook it fast, we're wanting to wilt it. Potatoes for the mashed potatoes, so simple. Throw the spinach in the pot. This is a Dutch oven. If you don't have a Dutch oven, you can use a skillet, a big frying pan, whatever you have, a big soup pot, something like that. So look how quick that's already starting to wilt. So this is going to take like 2 minutes. And then one of our ingredients is done. All right, so we're going to let our potatoes boil for about 8-10 minutes just to get them where they need to be. And we're going to finish wilting these, and then we're going to show you how to make the cream sauce, and then we're going to start baking. So we'll check back in just a second. Okay, we're back. We're going to make our roux real quick. So basically, it's going to be equal parts butter to flour. So we had our pan already heated up, so that was a couple tablespoons. Let me get the flour in there before that butter gets too dark. So what we're gonna do, there's one. This is just all-purpose flour, and then two. There we go. So get a whisk. I'm using a stainless steel pan. That way I can use a metal whisk in there and not hurt it. I need a little bit more butter in there because I put more flour than butter. I can tell already. So I'll do this. Now we can start making the roux. So basically you just you're wanting to cook the flour taste out of it. And it's gonna turn like a light brown. This is perfect. This is gonna be a perfect roux. So it'll be nice and thick when we add our milk. And at this point, like when I showed you the ingredients and that there's garlic, this is when you would put the garlic in there. Right now, this is the perfect time to put it in, right before we add the milk. So this can get fragrant real quick and flavor this milk sauce, the cream sauce for the Fisherman's pie. There we go. So our potatoes they're about 75% done. So we're gonna start building the mashed potatoes soon. I just wanted to show you real quick how to make this basic roux. It's just butter and flour. There we go. So now that the garlic is fragrant and absorbed into the roux, we can add the milk. So, excuse me there. We're gonna do, that was about a cup. And we're gonna let this reduce down. We're back, guys. This is our cream sauce. Okay, it's ready. So we're gonna turn the heat off. We're just gonna let that, it's reduced enough. I don't want it to be thinner, I don't want it to be thicker. That's gonna be a perfect cream sauce to put over the Fisherman's pie. Our potatoes just got done. So we are gonna we drained them, add them back to the pot. This isn't gonna be anything too over the top. This is just gonna be a basic mashed potato. Okay guys, we're back. We're ready to assemble. This is the fun part. We already made our mashed potatoes. Look at these. They're beautiful. We made our mashed potatoes. We did our wilted spinach. Okay, I put them on a paper towel just so they could dry out. But this is what you wanted. You want them to reduce. You want them to wilt to a small amount, just enough to cover a base. And we have this beautiful, luxurious cream sauce that we made. Okay, very easy, very basic. And now basically, it's the fun part. Whoops. Got a little crazy.
You know we do have brush.
A brush? Ah, that's okay. I got a paper towel. We'll use it next time. All right, so you're greasing your pan. You can use butter, you can use melted butter. I'm just using olive oil there. This is just to get it started, okay? Now, we seasoned every component of this dish so far. So let's keep that theme going. We're gonna put some salt on the first side of our cod, okay? And we're gonna do a generous amount of black pepper. So you definitely want to season your main star of the dish, which is the cod, okay? And we got our pan greased, so we're gonna go ahead and just try to fit this in as best we can so that it's an even layer, almost like you're making a lasagna. So we're gonna have a little bit of space. That's all right. We'll try to spread it out. There. Should be a couple empty slots, but that's okay. Okay, so now we want to season the other side. Since I touched fish, I don't want to touch my salt. Wash my hands real quick. Okay, now we're going to season the other side. And pinch again. Black pepper. That way both sides are seasoned. All right, so we're gonna do spinach, the wilted spinach. So after you wilt it and you cook it down and reduce it, you probably wanna put it on a paper towel like this, just to kind of absorb any extra moisture, just so you can control what kind of moisture is going into your dish. All right, this is when I showed you the ingredients in the beginning. There was lemon. This is when this is gonna come into play. So you're gonna squeeze. Oh, got a seed in there. Let's get that guy out of there. Doesn't want to get out, does he? There we go. And I got a couple more in there. All right, so just get some lemon juice over the top. Doesn't have to be a ton, just enough to just kind of like brush the top. All right, so you got your lemon juice on there. This is when you're gonna come in with the sauce.
On the other hand, don't block the view.
Good call. All right, so we're just gonna kind of just spread it around just so there's a little bit over everything. At this point, I should probably tell you too that we have you wanna have your oven preheated to 375. So we got our cream sauce on there.
Spread it out evenly.
Okay, boss, hold on. Let me get it all out of there first. All right. So, Kathy said spread it out, so there we go. All right, and
It's
can you just what are you looking for?
spatula.
All right, and then now we want to do the mashed potato. So the fish doesn't cover the whole thing, honey. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and use this same spatula. So you're gonna just make like a little bit of a sealing. Now the best way to do this, I haven't made this dish in a couple years, but I do remember from doing it before that you want to put everything the mashed potatoes kind of spread out or kind of dollop it around before you spread it. Because if you try to spread it now, it's just gonna make everything a mess. I do remember that. So, and then before you put it in the oven, a trick that I learned too before is if you put like some panko breadcrumbs, it'll make like a crust, almost like it's a potato pancake over top of it, which is a really good trick. So we're not gonna need all these mashed potatoes, which is fine. I'll eat them, or I'll make some potato pancakes. So now that it's all kind of on there, now we can spread it out. Make it like a little roof. There we go. So, and now, depending on your oven, you want to do about like 35 to 38 minutes.
Spread it out evenly.
I am. Can you give me a second? You're so strict. You're like a slave driver. Okay.
You're my slave.
All right. That looks about good. Whoops. Get that down there. All right, so yeah, depending on your oven, 375 to about 35 minutes, 35, 38 minutes, something like that. All right. Pop this in the oven, and then you're gonna see us when we do it plating up. And if the potatoes don't get real brown on top, we might just broil it for a few seconds just so it gets a nice crust on the top. So there we go, goes in the oven. And we'll check back here in 35 minutes. All right guys, we're back. It's been about 36, 37 minutes. This actually got a nice little color so we don't have to broil it. I turned the broiler on just in case the potatoes didn't get real brown because I wanted it to be nice and like crusty on the top. So that is ready to go. We're gonna turn the oven off and we're gonna be back in about 7 or 8 minutes just to let this cool down because we're not gonna bite into lava. We're obviously not gonna taste test this right now. So we'll be back in 7, 8 minutes. Hey guys, all right, we're back. Look how beautiful this is. This is the fisherman's pie. So, oh, that's still a little hot. Let's put that down. We let it cool down for about 7, 8 minutes because we didn't want to just jump in and do a taste testing when it came out of the oven. So we're gonna cut into it now. So a trick if you want to just see if it's done or not, you can go in there with a knife. That's what I did. I went in there with a knife just to see if it comes out clean, which it did. So it's actually
beautiful.
Yeah, very pretty. So I turned it to make sure it was one of the pieces where, because you saw that there was a couple gaps where there wasn't some fish that didn't spread out throughout the whole pan, but we took the corner where there was fish throughout, so I wanted to get a little bit of everything. So there it is. Candied carrots that we did before, fisherman's pie, a little bit of parsley for garnish. Look how pretty that is. So Still a little bit steaming. I want to make sure I get a little bit of everything here. So there's some fish. So see how it's totally opaque? It's cooked completely through. So we want to get some of the spinach, some of the crust from the mashed potato.
How is it? Good.
It's super decadent. It's super good. The cream sauce is, it's kind of like bursting through the cod, the potato, and the wilted spinach. A little taste of garlic, a little taste of lemon from when we put the lemon on there. I'm gonna jump in, look how perfect that fish is cooked. Get it right in there, honey. Perfect, opaque all the way through, no translucent. The fish is absolutely perfect cooked. So, oh now, look who's, of course, he always times it perfectly, like whenever we're done the dish. So, I don't know if he's had cod before. He loves salmon. This dog loves salmon. What's up, King? All right, so I'm gonna take one more bite and then we're done. So, you guys saw how we did this? It's absolutely phenomenal. It's so good. It's delicious. Please, guys, try this. Give this a shot. We tried to just coordinate it as best we could and simplify it as best we could. So don't be shy about trying this. Just go jump right in there and try this. Wow, look how beautiful this
But
is.
look at your little man there.
It's going crazy. Okay, relax. All right, we'll get you some food. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Kathy, for being my camera person today. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching. Please give us a sub. We're going to have dinner now. We're going to dig in. So we just appreciate you being here with us, and we appreciate you being a part of our channel. And we will see you next time. So have a great night.